Here's the tale of the tape for our second main event of the evening. Lyoto Machida against Gegard Mousasi.
You can see by those records how successful and special both guys are. That reach difference, that 76-inch reach with that jab, that's a big thing for Gegard to use as a weapon.
Here is Michael C. Williams.
Bellator MMA live on DAZN from the fabulous Forum. The time has come for our second main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission. Commissioner John Carpelli Chair. Executive Officer is Andy Foster. And now, first introducing the blue corner. At 6'2", weighing in 186 pounds even, the former Dream, Strikeforce, and Bellator World Champion brings an incredible professional record with 45 wins, 7 losses, and 2 draws. By way of Lyoto, he fights out of Amsterdam, Netherlands, presenting Gegard Mousasi. And across the cage is adversary, fighting out of the red corner. At 6'1", weighing in 186 pounds, the former light heavyweight world champion tonight enters with 26 professional victories, 8 defeats. By way of Lomita, California, he fights out of Belém, Brazil, introducing Lyoto, the Dragon Machida. In charge of the action, Mike Beltran.
Go guys, bring it in. All right, don't get over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out, handle your business. Let's go.
3 5-minute rounds scheduled here in the middleweight division. Our second main event of the night. Gegard Mousasi in his 55th professional fight. Lyoto Machida set to begin his 35th pro contest. Referee Mike Beltran calls for the bell. Machida, the red gloves, Mousasi in the blue. Machida out of the southpaw stance, and Machida really is, well, I want to say Karate Kid, but at 41, John, maybe not so much as a kid.
He's the dragon, that's for sure. The one thing about Lyoto is he's very fast with his kicks because he doesn't do a setup. He just swings into it. That makes it hard to deal with and hard to see.
Mousasi admitting that Machida was just better than him when they met 5 years ago. Mousasi said that it was following Machida too much, which is exactly what Machida wanted. Now, Mousasi not making any excuses, but was coming off a long layoff going into their first fight because he had an ACL injury.
Well, one of the things, if you just saw that first kick by Lyoto, what you saw Gegard doing is he's trying to sweep the leg past him. It's almost like the matador sweeps the bull past him. If he's able to do that, he's going to put Lyoto in a position where he cannot attack, and you're going to see Gegard blasting him with the right hand.
Oblique kick attempt by Mousasi. Machida, the only fighter in UFC history to earn 2 knockout victories stemming from a front kick to the face. Last fight in the octagon, he vanquished Vitor Belfort. And of course, he also beat the legendary Randy Couture, sending Couture into retirement. So Mousasi has to be cognizant of the fact that Machida, he can kick from many different angles, John.
That he can. And he's got power.
Oh, with the right hand counter, clip Machida, and he has definitely, Mousasi getting Machida's attention here in the opening round. 26 of Mousasi's 45 wins have come via foreman knockout. The crowd at the Forum chanting Mousasi. And I'm sure there's a few chanting for Machida as well. 2 of the most accomplished fighters in all of MMA.
You see Machida with that nice hip feint. He sits there and twitches his hip.
Counter accommodation by Mousasi.
That is exactly what Gegard needs to do every time there is movement towards closing of that distance, Gegard needs to unload on him.
Machida, black belt in BJJ and Shotokan Karate. It's a family affair for the Machidas.
Machida's ground game is outstanding,
but he hasn't won by submission since 2007.
There is a distinct difference in the ground games of Lyoto Machida and Gegard Mousasi.
What is the biggest difference, John?
The pressure that Gegard creates. He is able to create a heavy pressure when he's on top, and his defense, if he is taken down, is outstanding.
Taking a while to renew acquaintances here in the opening round. They went 5 rounds the last time, 5 years ago, but only 3 rounds to get it done here tonight.
Gegard not allowing Lyoto to breathe as far as that distance. Lyoto, you see, trying to create a distance to collect a breath. Gegard immediately shuffling his feet straight into him, putting the pressure back on.
And Mousasi encouraging Machida to come forward. And Machida launches the head kick, blocked by Mousasi. Oh, and counter shot there, the straight left down the pipe by Machida. Coming up on the final minute of the first round. Lead, low kick by Mousasi.
Anytime you see Lyoto Machida coming forward on Gegard, you know Gegard is not doing what he needs to do to win this fight. He has got to continue to maintain that at least even pressure, if not forward movement.
Mousasi training out of the Bert Kopp's gym in the Netherlands. Machida representing Machida Karate and Blackhouse. Of course, Blackhouse, he trains with the likes of former UFC heavyweight champion Fabricio Verdum and that Michelle Caceres, who's quite the flamboyant fighter. But as we close out the opening round, we will head to round number 2. Not a lot to digest in that opening round. John, how did you score it?
Not a lot, but if you're going to look at who landed the better strikes throughout, Machida had his moments, Gegard had his, but remember that one shot that pushed Machida across the cage? That's what's going to give Mousasi that round.
Niks aan de hand, blijf op deze manier. Maar nu,
according to our friends at Fight Odds, and I appreciate the tweets throughout the night, Gegard Mousasi, a minus 340 favorite against Lyoto Machida, who's at plus 270, as Cyborg will get set to challenge Julia Budd for the Bellator MMA featherweight title in her Bellator debut coming up. And, well, one of the best pound-for-pound female boxers, Cecilia Breaku, an undisputed welterweight champion. And there's been some talk that maybe Cyborg would like to step into the boxing ring against Breaku.
All right, gentlemen, second round. Ready to fight? Ready to fight? Hell, let's go.
The bell in round 2. Lyoto Machida in the red gloves, Gegard Mousasi in the blue gloves.
Nice movement by Gegard to cut that movement of Machida off. Take not only the step to the side, but also a little bit of a step forward. Machida is so hard to deal with because he's lulling you into attacking him because he wants to counter. He looks open, but then he creates that little bit of space that makes you miss, and then immediately closes and touches you with a shot.
By Mousasi. Neither wants to lead the dance, John.
Well, that is exactly it. Both of them are afraid of the counter of the others. Lyoto's trying to set little traps, giving him movements. Look at the hit and twitch that'll give little movements like I'm going to do something because he's wanting Gegard to think that that attack is coming, so he throws, so Lyoto can come out with his counter.
Talk about the kicking strategy of Mousasi and the way he is trying to attack the lead leg of the southpaw.
There's what I'm talking about with that nice little matadoring of the leg to bring the right hand.
And there's Mousasi.
Beautiful.
Fusillade of strikes moving in.
And again,
backing up
coming
Machida.
right after him quickly. Trying to create that, keeping that pressure on Machida.
What do you think of the oblique kicks, John?
I like the oblique kicks. I know there's a lot of guys that don't sit there and say, oh my God, to me. We allow people to punch and kick people to the head. The head is the most precious thing we have. I can deal with an oblique kick anytime. Don't hit me to the head, don't kick me to the head. I'll be a great fighter.
Under 3 minutes left in the middle frame. And the fuse yet to be lit in this middleweight main event. Inside leg kick by Mousasi. Machida switching back to southpaw.
And when Machida switches to that southpaw, you should see Mousasi now attack him with that right kick to the body.
There's a
it
right
is open for him.
hand by Mousasi that he threw. Just past the midpoint of the round and the fight.
Just like Machida just threw that left kick to the body of Mousasi. Mousasi needs to start utilizing that right kick to Machida's body in that southpaw position.
Now Machida has 11 knockouts and 2 submission wins, but likes to espouse the karate mentality in that point fighting, John.
Well, he's always in the position of, I want you to think there's an opening. I want you to think you can attack, and he's going to counter off.
Well, someone has to attack. 2 minutes left in the second, and the crowd trying to get behind, trying to light these fighters up here at the Forum in Los Angeles. And now Mousasi again. There's the kick by Machida.
That was off the arm, no big deal.
Tell Frank Shamrock that, who had his arm shattered by Kung Lee in San Jose, California.
And there's a difference between someone hitting solid and just slipping by.
Yeah, a minute and a half left in the second. People have told me that I have commitment issues, John. I believe that Machida and Mousasi might have the same problem.
Well, you know, look, here's the difference. You just watched in his last fight, Lyoto Machida fight Chael Sonnen.
Yep.
Chael Sonnen is always known as a guy that comes forward, pressure fighter.
And that's why he earned a lot of big fights.
Absolutely. But it also earned him a knee to the chin.
And sent him into retirement, but the fighting lost his broadcast gain.
And that's what happens when you fight Lyoto. He blows you into wanting to come after him. So Gegard is trying to be technically sound when he's coming forward.
And there's Machida with the left, and Machida with a body kick counter left from Mousasi. And in the final 25 seconds, let's see if they start to bring the fight to each other. Counter right hand by Mousasi.
Mousasi's taking his eyes off of Machida at times, and that's not a good thing. If you're gonna dip that head, my eyes gotta be on my target.
10 seconds.
The third and final round coming up here from the Forum in LA.
Stop!
Sempre que ele vem, ele tá pisando pra vir. Se você pegar no direto, vai pegar. Joga na cabeça dele. E a mão da frente, ativa, cara. Sua mão tá parada. Atrapalha ele, acredita na mão solta. Porque toda vez que você mexeu, ele se atrapalhou, acredita.
That guy looks familiar, John.
Yeah, that's Andrew Simon. Right there, behind Royce.
Andrew Simon, formerly of Access TV, a man who gave me an opportunity to call New Japan Pro Wrestling. Can't wait for Wednesday, NXT. But here we go, third and final round of this fight.
All right, gentlemen, third and final round. Ready to fight.
Just said that, referee, as we got Lyoto Machida, the red gloves, Mousasi in the blue gloves. 5 minutes to settle the score. Can Mousasi avenge the loss, or will Machida make it 2 straight against the dream catcher?
I really believe whoever takes this round is going to take the fight. They both have to open up, decide, I got to go for this. Nice movement, but nothing happened.
So far, their offense has been hermetically sealed. There's a body kick and the counter by Mousasi.
You can see how Lyoto's stance. He's got that lean to the rear, and that is making Mousasi not throw that left hand, because he's figuring, I'm going to throw it and he's out of range from me. I got to move too much with my feet to get that thing to land.
That presage maybe an attempt at that front kick to the face as Mousasi goes for the oblique kick. There was a front kick to the body of Mousasi, maybe gauging the distance.
Gauging distance, but definitely not throwing. Keeps on doing the little stomp to the top of Mousasi's foot. Little kick to that ankle area, stepping on his foot. When he's stepping on his foot, that's smart, because it makes, as you try to retreat, now you get elongated out. Get hit with a shot, it's going to put you down.
And now it's the Machida chants that resonate around the Forum here in Los Angeles.
Just a chess match. Both guys wanting to throw at times, looking for that opportunity, just not seeing it.
Isn't there a timer in some chess matches between moves? You gotta make a move?
On some games.
Yes. And Mousasi continues to deliver the oblique kick, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on Machida thus far.
No, but really, I think the problem is that Mousasi has taken most of his kicks out of the equation here. He's mostly fighting this like a stand-up boxer.
Liver kick there by Machida. Now low kick. And there, Mousasi coming in, head down, swinging wildly.
That touched him.
Machida tags Mousasi under 2 minutes left in the fight. Mousasi, Machida trips, and Mousasi comes with the right. Machida says, okay, let's go. Well, let's go.
Oh, you know what? It takes 2 to tango. He's got to bring it. Oh,
the kick. Mousasi has Machida on the ground, and now Mousasi in the ground. Open guard of Machida. He's got okay, yes, he's attacking the side of the head, wrapping around those shots. Minute and a half left in the fight. What can Mousasi do to maximize the top position, working from the closed guard of Machida?
Right now, he needs to think about keeping his hands off of that canvas, put his hands towards the biceps or shoulders of Machida, create space, posture, and start to do damage with big shots.
Final 60 seconds of our co-main event. Middleweight rematch between Lyoto Machida and Gegard Mousasi. Mousasi holds 7 wins over former UFC Strikeforce or Bellator champions. Final 30 seconds.
Gegard trying to create a posture move. You see
Machida looking for the guillotine.
Don't believe he has it, but this attempt could be the difference in this round, Laurel.
And Mousasi has been submitted 3 times, including via guillotine choke.
He is fine right now. You see him blinking. He's trying to control the hand. There is pressure, but not enough to get him to stop.
And it goes the distance with Machida looking for the guillotine choke at the end. Mousasi helping him to his feet. They embrace. But it will be up to the 3 judges chosen by the California State Athletic Commission to render their decision as to who will win this rematch. How do you have it after 3 rounds on your unofficial scorecard?
No, I had it even going to the last, and that was very close in the stand-up. It goes to the ground. Lyoto's the one that actually landed more as far as volume and shots, and that guillotine attempt at the end, it's fairly tight. That's the most telling part of the round. I'm going with Lyoto Machida.
Official decision in just a moment here in tonight's double main event, but don't forget 4 post-limbs still to come inside. Round 4 kicks, so don't go anywhere. Again, 4 fights remain. Your official decision in just a moment.
Just action of the fight. Here's Mousasi going after him. He lands that left hand and then a right on top. Leg kick that puts him down. That's off balance. You see Machida going right back from Mousasi trying to land shots. Wasn't able to land anything off of it. Here comes Machida with this kick up high. Boom, that landed solid. He ends up going down from it, but that kick did land. And from this position, you see Machida opening up with some strikes, going after the guillotine choke. It's the closest thing that had the possibility of ending this fight.
But the fight ends after 3 rounds, and so we await the judge's verdict. Let's find out who is going to be popping a bottle of La Chemin du Roi. Here is Michael C. Williams with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the decision, we'll go to your judges' scorecards. Your first judge, Michael Bell, scores the fight 29-28. He sees the fight for Machida. Your second judge at K-side, Ron McCarthy, scores the fight 29-28. He sees the fight for Mousasi. Your third and final judge, Luis Colbian, scores the fight 30-27. He has it for the winner by split decision, Gegard Mousasi.
So Gegard Mousasi evens the score against Lyoto Machida via split decision. Mousasi picking up his 46th career victory. Let's go to Big John McCarthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the winner, Gegard Mousasi. Gegard, that was a very tight, close fight. You were both trying to get angles on each other. What were you thinking in there against him this time?
Well, he's crafty. I had to fight this way. I couldn't take a lot of risk. I neutralized him, and I had to fight like this. I couldn't do it.
In one of the last sequences, you got hit with a head kick, but he was off balance. You ended up on top. And how tight was that guillotine attempt?
He didn't hit me with the kick. Guillotine was tight, but nothing that I would have tapped for.
If given the opportunity, who is it that you're looking at next? Do you want a rematch with Lovato, or is there someone else out there you want to fight?
Oh, it's going to be Lovato next fight.
For Lovato next fight?
100%.
Sounds good to me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the man, Gegard Mousasi.
Gegard Mousasi targeting Rafael Lovato Jr. for another opportunity to become Bellator MMA middleweight champion tonight. He defeats Lyoto Machida in their rematch.